Hey mentors, I'm in the studio today with Cory and Rhonda, and these two are kind of our expert marriage mentors. I hate to put you guys on the spot, but you guys have been doing marriage mentoring with the Pursue God resources longer than anyone pretty much. You've got probably more experience under your belt, so this will be a good video just to hear from you. You know, maybe people watching this have taken mentor training or marriage mentor training, but this isn't about that. This is about what is it really like, right? What is it really like? What are your experiences? What gems of wisdom can you share with everybody? And let's hope that they align with what they're learning in the marriage mentor training, right? So what would you say about the sort of getting started with that couple that you're starting to mentor? What's that first meeting like when you get together with them?
So day one, and anybody can do this.
Yeah.
Day one is we come in and we have the Marriage Mentor series,
okay.
And we take that first video and we do a little introduction, start a little rapport building.
Okay.
Then we show the video, and Tracy's on there, and
Yeah.
it's fantastic. She kind of goes through some different things on the video.
Yeah.
We talk a little bit about what we saw on the video, and that's kind of a very introductory type thing.
Okay.
Then we go into a little bit about us. Ron and I kind of tell them a little bit about where we've been,
Okay.
you know, that kind of stuff. And then we talk to them and let them each individually tell about who they are. That's very telling on, you know, mannerisms and actions and all those different things. And then we ask them very specifically and poignantly, where are you in your walk with Christ?
Okay.
And that's asked individually also.
Okay.
And we kind of, from those answers, it really sparks a very big conversation for that first meeting.
So the first meeting is a little bit more sort of your chance to get to know them, their chance to get to know you. You want to kind of get them at ease a little bit, right?
We want them to feel comfortable talking to us. So
that's good.
And we've actually had most of them say that they felt that process worked really, really well.
Good.
They've been in other counseling scenarios before, some of them, and they did not like the way the other scenario went, and they preferred this method. So the system that you guys have prayed over and put together is phenomenal. It really works.
Well, and even on that point, some people might say, wait, I'm not a counselor. This isn't marriage counseling, is it? And so what would you say is the difference between you guys as marriage mentors and maybe what some couples would have experienced in a therapy setting or a counseling setting? Or is there a difference?
I think there's a big difference versus us diagnosing or trying to say, well, you're wrong and this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
We use the videos just to guide the conversations.
Yeah, that's good.
And the scriptures that are with the videos.
Good.
So.
Yeah, I think that's good. And you're just, I always like to tell people you're walking shoulder to shoulder with another couple.
Right.
You're not, I mean, you're guiding them. You might be, you guys are probably a step or two ahead. Some of you out there watching might think, I might not even be a step or two ahead of people, but I'm willing to help them. I think it's just important to come in there with clarity on what your job is, build a relationship, and bring them through some of those topics as appropriate.
And it's really laid out in the videos, which is great. The questions are there. And it's more about getting them to communicate, 99% of the time.
Good.
How are they communicating, properly communicating, and then having Christ be the glue of the family and remembering that the marriage is the head of the home.
And I want to just input real quick. If you're mentoring a couple and you're not sure that they're Christians, that's okay. Maybe you just don't push the biblical stuff as much at first. You're building a relationship with them. And what I always tell couples is just be ready to walk with them toward Christ once you've established that relationship with them, right?
Right.
And so, it will go that way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
it just kind of naturally happens.
Kind of goes that way. We actually, we've done baptisms afterwards and different stuff. So it will go from my relationship is closed off completely, and you just let them be that way and tell them it's okay to be that way.
Yeah.
We can be frustrated. We can do those things, but let's.
Yeah, because we want the people to be honest with us.
Yeah.
And so we create an environment that's very comfortable.
So tell me, for mentors in training, what percentage of them, if you're meeting for, let's say, an hour and a half maybe with a couple, what percentage of that is you guys talking versus them talking?
Probably 15% us, the rest them.
That's great.
That's our goal. It's not about us at all. We just tell them enough so that they know we're human. We're not the perfect marriage by any means, but we're here to guide them.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
have
it's
you ever
about.
had a couple then where they're both maybe a little bit shy?
Absolutely.
So is it that in that case, are you doing a little more talking than they are, or do they typically open up?
They open up
I was gonna
because
say
we
the
ask the
questions,
questions. We don't
yeah.
ask yes/no questions. They
Yeah.
have to.
Open-ended
explain things.
questions
Yeah.
are provided
Yeah.
also, and then you can come up with some on your own through that. But
Yeah.
they really start to open up. It doesn't matter if they're shy or not.
Yeah.
They
We've
reached
had,
out to us, as a church.
Yeah. Right.
It's not like we went and got them and said, you need to be here. They reached out to us, so they want help. So
Well, that's a good point. Most of what we're talking about is you've been connected through your church with a couple who wants it. A lot of that's probably premarital, or is a lot of it marriage?
everything that we've done has been marriage.
Yeah,
Wow.
a lot of marriage.
Every single one. Yeah.
And that's a lot harder. I don't know if you guys knew that, but helping someone that wants help in an existing marriage is a lot harder than helping a young couple who's just getting married.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Those are easy ones, and they're fun, and you're creating this relationship with them, and you're not dealing with typically big issues, right?
We don't get those. We get all the here you go, and
Yeah, we give you the hard ones, I think. I think that's the key. We don't give you the
Like
easy
how
ones.
even-
But it's good. I think the principle's the same. Now for you guys then, so that first meeting then, you watch that series intro video together on the Marriage Basics series page. And then for the subsequent meetings, do you watch those lesson videos together or
We
not?
do.
You do, okay.
We do. We
In
take
every
them through
case?
the 4 videos. Sometimes the conversation will lead down a different road and we'll find another video that
Okay.
matches maybe what they're going to. And we know the series well enough where we say, you know what, maybe they're not ready for week 2 yet. Let's
Gotcha.
talk a little bit more about this subject.
Okay,
And
good.
we use the Pursue God to guide where
But you're always trying to find a topic that you feel
Yes.
like is the next best topic for them
Yes.
for you to cover with them.
Yes.
Do they know what the topic is before they come to the meeting?
Sometimes.
they know the 4 topics,
Right.
or the 3, I should say.
Right.
The first one's just an introductory.
Right.
But then we also, a big part of this is educating them on Pursue God.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
we get them in there, show them how they can look through the different things,
Right.
and encourage them to get in there
Right.
and do videos on their own.
On their own, that's good.
And then we'll tell them, hey, if you come across something in your conversations through the week, text us, and we'll find a topic for that in there.
great.
So that it's a team thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Because we don't ever want every couple to feel like we're just taking you through the series. It's personalized to them.
That's good. Yeah, we like to say it like this. Mentoring someone isn't taking them through a curriculum.
Right.
It's taking them through the circle, right? It's helping them, if they haven't trusted Jesus, it's helping them trust Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
If they're struggling to honor God in their marriage or in their life, it's helping them to honor God. And then ultimately, that third thing is helping them help another person.
Right.
Which in marriage
glad you
mentoring, the
brought that up.
easiest thing is, helping your spouse. So having those weekly conversations, I love that you said that, getting in the habit of maybe what we call couples devotionals, introducing them to the tools. So what you're doing for them is you're modeling how to have good, healthy communication on a variety of topics.
Right.
And eventually, when you release them, they're going to keep doing that in their marriage, and maybe they'll end up being marriage mentors themselves.
And that's really,
And that's what we do.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
So we
what we talk about.
have our goal throughout the
Yeah.
process is to get them at least into a small group,
Yeah.
and then into maybe some of them have gone into teaching the kids. Some of them, so we
Great.
try to help place them somewhere
Awesome.
where they're going to continue to be able to.
yeah, we joke around
be
and call it
exposed.
their graduation. We say, now that you're graduated, we want
Awesome.
you to plug into a small group
That's
and,
great.
and make sure that they're connected, because that helps.
That's good. Well, you guys are pros. You're doing a great job. So I hope for all of you watching this, as you're training up, I hope that what Cory and Rhonda have shared has been helpful for you. We'll put some links below for more on this, and just to encourage you, don't be afraid to invest in another couple. It really is worth it. And Cory and Rhonda are great examples of that. We'll see you in the next video.